Today I fucked up by sending my kitchen knife to a professional knife grinder. My sister is a single mom, and several years back we were both looking for a new place to live at the same time, so we decided to share a house for some time. I had a really fun time with my nephew, who was 6 years old back then. His father did not care for him and was out of the picture, so I spent a lot of time with him, taught him how to ride a bike and everything. One day, he decided to make himself some lemon ice. He filled a plastic bag with lemon juice and water and put it in the freezer. A day later, I was sitting in the living room when I heard strange noises from the kitchen. I went to investigate and nearly got a heart attack. There was my nephew standing on a little stool. Before him, a chunk of ice the size of his head. In his right hand, he was swinging a meat hammer. In the left hand he had my razor-sharp and expensive Japanese kitchen knife, and he was merrily hammering away on the knife, using it as a chisel. I calmly asked him to stop, so as not to startle him while he was handling the dangerous knife. I asked him why he was using the knife as a chisel, and he told me. I thought to myself, that ice is pretty hard. I will need the best damn tools I can get my hands on. Could not argue with that reasoning, and I could hardly be mad, since it was my fault for not storing the knife in a safe location. I was only glad he had not hurt himself. Unfortunately, the tip of the knife had already broken off. I told him not to use the knife without supervision and how dangerous it was, and put it away where he could not reach it. Years have gone by, they have long moved out and live at their own place. Next year he will finish school. We still see each other often and he comes to visit his uncle. Every time I used the knife and saw the broken tip, I was reminded of my nephew and the fun times we had when he was little, and I must have told the story of how the tip broke off dozens of times, every time someone was using this knife in my kitchen. A few weeks back, I saw an ad from a knife grinding company online, and I sent the knife in for what they call a grade inspection. Polishing, reworking the handles, grinding breakouts out of the blade, and sharpening. Today I got it back, and they did a marvelous job. It looks like a new knife. Razor sharp, and the broken tip is gone. They completely re-ground the blade. Only at that moment did I realize that the knife was worth to me more with a broken tip. Now it is just a kitchen knife again, its history and the attached memories erased from the blade. Too long did not read. Sent the kitchen knife. My nephew had broken the tip off years ago to a knife grinder and only then realized the knife was much more valuable to me broken as it was, because of the memories attached to the damage. Maybe you should get the handle engraved with something special about your nephew, or perhaps, not a chisel, lol. Next year he will finish school. Graduation present? I thought to myself, that ice is pretty hard. I will need the best damn tools I can get my hands on. What a well-spoken 6-year-old. As a bladesmith I was waiting for the part where I got angry that a professional messed up your fancy knife. Then you hit me with the left hook. Feels. Sounds like you need to call your nephew over to make some lemon ice. Maybe I'm a half-full type of person, but the knife still has the history even if it doesn't have the broken tip anymore. Today I fucked up by falling for one of those nude scams. To put this into context, I went through a breakup just recently, and have been very lonely in the past few months. After this breakup, an account randomly added me on Instagram, a cute-looking girl. We ended up exchanging Snapchats and she started sending photos. Usually it's extremely obvious when someone is a bot. This didn't seem like a bot. It was a real girl sending nudes to me. I was definitely excited because she seemed down to chat and send photos, and I've been looking for some sort of casual sexual companionship since being single. She sends some photos, I send some photos, it's a good time, I can't complain. Then, boom. Out of nowhere this person says something along the lines of, "This is how this is gonna go down. You're gonna send me $500 right now, or I am gonna send these pictures out to everyone that you follow on Instagram." They send proof that they have the photos, took pics of my nudes with an extra phone so Snapchat did not alert me that they were screenshotting, and they have photos of all of me. Nudes, face, the whole 9 yards. They also have photos of my entire following list on Instagram, and they also send 2 images of DMs sent to 2 of my friends where they already sent the nudes to. My heart sinks. I don't fucking have $500 to throw away, and even if I did, what's to stop them from asking for more? I really quickly realized that there's no way around this. I blocked them on Instagram, in case they didn't have my full follower list already, and made a post warning my followers to block this account and not to open any photos from them. I think after 24 hours they actually only sent the images to a small handful of accounts, but it's yet to be seen if they will try to go further and send it to more accounts. Hopefully all my friends have blocked the account so I don't have to worry. I guess at the end of the day, friends seeing your nudes? Not the absolute worst thing that can happen in life. Cold sweat smile. TL, doctor. I was down bad, sent nudes, got blackmailed for $500. Nudes got leaked. PS. You know when adults tell you in high school not to send nudes? I guess they kinda have a point. Unless it's someone you know and trust, and even then it's sketchy. Maybe just stay away from that shit. A mate of mine replied with something along the lines of, "Bold of you to assume my friends don't already have my nudes." He never heard from them again. The twat then made a post on Facebook saying that if anyone got missed off the scammers list, he was willing to send us his nudes. So we didn't feel left out. This happened to a high schooler around me 2 months ago. He sent them $300 and then they asked for more. He didn't have it and ended up killing himself over it. The blackmailer sent the pics of him to one of his friends and she told the cops after she found out he killed himself. That's why you never send a bad photo. This is a good lesson, kids. Make sure to always send the best you can. Free advertising is what I say. This happened to someone close to me. Poor kid was freaking out and woke me up at 2 a.m. crying. I assured them it was nothing to worry about and had them reply with, "I'm under 18. The pics you have can legally be labeled as CP. If you send that to my friends I would think you'd need a lot more than 500. Never heard a word after. Happened to me last year. I was in the same boat, lonely and horny. Dumb mistake. They asked for $2,500 or something crazy and I didn't have the money nor did I want to pay them anyways. They leaked the video to 2 Instagram friends who luckily I hadn't talked to in years and I responded by reporting their account to Instagram, which they promptly deleted, so I don't even know if the people saw the videos anyways. But you have the right attitude. So what if some people see you nude? That's life. You laugh about it with your friends and say, "That can't possibly be me. You know my willy is much smaller than that." You don't vehemently deny it. You don't confirm it. You just ignore it. Any real friend wouldn't make a big deal of it. Today I fucked up by assuming the relationship between my boyfriend and his friend. I have bad jealousy issues. Like, really bad. I get upset and even start crying sometimes when my boyfriend talks positively of a friend of his or anything of that sorts. Even him mentioning a friend will cause me to go into a state of just crying. I don't know what causes this, but it'll usually have me go from absolutely perfect to, "Oh my god, he's gonna leave me one day." I know it's wrong to have this feeling and I'll never lash out at anyone for it because nobody is at fault here but myself, and I don't tell my boyfriend who he can and can't talk to. I'm not possessive, I promise. I've been dating my boyfriend for a month or 2 now. We'll call him Steve. I trust him with my entire life. I love him more than anything. I'd give up everything for him. A little far, I know, but that's how it is for me. Like I said, I have no idea why I feel that way, I just do. There's been previous instances but this one really shamed me. He's talked about this person before and we'll call them Cam. Cam is a bit of an oddball from what Steve has shown me of their messages, but nothing too big. The usual happens, I get jealous, cry, repeat, whenever Cam is mentioned. Just like with every other friend. Steve seemed to have noticed me start being a little off and asked me what was wrong. And after a little pushing, I admit I was jealous again and to just now worry about it. Love. Cam is my cousin. Humiliation, embarrassment, shame, every possible negative emotion just washed me. I have never in my life ever felt so upset and angry at myself. I thought Cam was a friend of Steve, which is why I got so jealous. Nope, Cam and Steve are cousins. This happened like 30 minutes ago and I just needed to tell somebody I'll probably never meet about this. I had to let someone know, and here I am. My boyfriend now asleep and me sitting here in a chair, staring at my phone screen. Cherry on top? It's his birthday tomorrow and I have no idea how I'm gonna move on from this shame. Fuck me. Why can't I just not overreact over small things? Too long did not read. Got jealous over my boyfriend talking with his friend. Friend turned out to be his cousin. Shame. Edit. My boyfriend's comment. You sound like you have some intense emotional issues that you've known about for a long time. Please head to a therapist. Get thee to a therapist. Whoever is deleting all the comments, get therapy. Did the mods accidentally press the nuke button? I've been dating my boyfriend for a month or 2 now. We'll call him Steve. I trust him with my entire life. I love him more than anything. I'd give up everything for him. Oh no. This is not a healthy way to talk about a person. Especially someone you've only been dating a month. Even in very long-term relationships it's important to have boundaries and limits. This was me before. Therapy can help. You have issues that need to addressed. I still get the same intrusive thoughts and feelings or whatever, but they're much easier to manage now. Good luck. Today I fucked up by trying to sell my PS5 via Facebook Marketplace and almost getting shot and robbed. I'm a 23-year-old man. I live in Paraguay. About 2 weeks ago I decided to sell my PS5 because I didn't want it anymore. Plus I needed some money. So I posted pictures of my PS5 on Facebook Marketplace and waited. This morning some woman texted me on Messenger and she told me that she wanted to buy my PS5. I believed her. I was a fool. I didn't look up her Facebook profile. I realized later that was an obvious fake account SMH. So the woman asks me for my phone number to text me via WhatsApp. I gave her my number. She sends me a message on WhatsApp. We keep talking about the price. She asks for more pictures of my PS5. Then I agreed to sell her my PS5 for about $730. She sends me the location to her house and I go there in an Uber because I was a little skeptical. I didn't want to go there by myself and I had no one else to go with me. On the way to the place I told my Uber driver everything. I told him that I've met this woman on Facebook and she wanted to buy my PS5 and I wanted him to stay in the place just in case. My Uber driver was a really nice man called Nelson. He tells me that the place we were going is a dangerous neighborhood and I should be careful. When we got to the place I took a picture of the house and sent it to the woman asking, "Is this your house?" And she replied, "Yes. My son will be coming out with the money." About 2 minutes passed and no one came out the house. I came out of the car and left the door of the car open. I was with my PS5 on my hands when I saw a dude walking towards me. At first I thought that was the woman's son, but I realized the man didn't come out of the house, and then when he was about 10 meters away from me I see him moving his hand trying to grab a gun from his pocket. That's when I realized the woman never existed. Only this MF trying to steal my PS5. I quickly jump inside the car and lock the doors while yelling at the Uber driver to drive away. Fortunately the Uber driver was paying close attention to everything that was happening and he wasted no time in getting us out of there. I escaped without injuries, and with my PS5, but I'm never using Facebook Marketplace ever again. Lesson learned. Too long did not read. Today I fucked up by almost getting shot and robbed because I tried to make a deal with a stranger using Facebook Marketplace. If anyone is selling something expensive, always do it at a police station parking lot. It's easier for both parties. Edit. I would like to thank everyone providing different ways to protect both buyer and seller. Be safe. My methods were: do a quick research on the person's profile, may sound weird, but it honestly helps, bring a friend, and meet at a police station parking lot. That works for me. I don't know if OP had a similar option, but something to consider if you are physically exchanging goods with a stranger. Some police departments offer an area at their stations for people to conduct this type of business in a safer manner for both parties. Yeah, I sold something off the marketplace once. No issues, but I took my gun just in case. I trust no one. Don't ever go to sketchy neighborhood for anything. Mods nuking everything again? What's the point of commenting anymore, lol. I'll just move on to another post. This one looks interesting. Crazy. Completely nuts. WTF is going on in this comments?